All right. Yay. I'm here with Carina, and we are talking about the Rebelle Mastermind. And first, I'd love it if you would introduce yourselves, tell us a bit more about you and your beautiful work in the world.
Me, myself, and I are very happy to be here. I call myself an energetic life coach. I've learned that the thing that I'm really amazing at is both working with energy, seeing where it's flowing, seeing where it's in resistance, and also working, especially with women, although I am working with some men, to see what is their next step, what is their powerful game that they want to play, so that you can play it with fun, actually. There's a lot of push and pull around, is it easy, is it not easy? And I really feel like when you can see your life as a game where you get to create what you desire to have, be, experience, then you both get to love yourself as you move through that journey, and you get to call in exactly what it is that you want, even though it can be uncomfortable along the way. It's all part of the game, as opposed to whether or not I'm doing it right or wrong, which is the number one fear that I hear with my with my people.
That's awesome. Such a brilliant articulation of what you do and who it's for. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what made you decide to hop in for the mastermind and to reach out to me and be like, I think I need to work with you?
Yeah. It was a while ago now, so I'm sort of
Yeah.
casting my memory bank. And a lot of it was you. A lot of it is you and the energy that you hold. And I think it was I think it was your Enneagram. When you call yourself a
Mm.
helper elf, I could really feel, in the same way that I'm in service to like women finding their way forward, I could really feel that you were in service to me finding my way forward. I have spent
Mm.
a lot of money on business coaching that did not get me results and seemed to always have sort of a hitch around um, me doing it their way, or dangling this carrot that I just didn't see what they were seeing, and I needed to somehow see it better, clearer, just do the thing.
Mm.
And with you, it just really felt like together we could do the thing. And that's what I wanted. I wanted someone who could believe in me on the days when I couldn't, and cheer me on the days when I could.
Thank you so much. That makes me so happy. Because I always say, like, I didn't start this business to like, oh, I just want to get rich and be a business coach. I'm a healer for healers, and it ends up showing up as a business coach.
Yeah. And having someone who's willing, like, I think that's one of the reasons where we really intersect. Like, I believe that you will learn more by doing something than by waiting to do something. And I really heard
Mhm.
that in how you talked about things as well. My past before being a coach was of being a classical cellist. And, it's just a hobby unless you're actually performing. And when you go to perform, you learn a whole new range of things that you just don't learn in the practice room. So I
Mm.
can practice till I'm blue in the face. That doesn't make sense unless I'm a singer. I can practice until my fingers are bleeding, but I don't learn how to perform unless I'm
Mm.
performing. And I could really feel that you were able to navigate both those spaces, both the like getting ready to do the thing space and the as you're doing the thing space.
Awesome. Yay. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
It's especially fun. This is like month 5 of the mastermind. It's especially fun to hear how crystal clear your articulation of what you do
Mm.
and what you see me do is, because that has been part of the journey. And I'd love it if you would speak to a little bit about the massive transformation and action that you've taken and done with your business over the
Mhm.
last 6 months.
Yeah. So I'm thinking back to where we started. And I think the training wheels that really made the difference was, ugh, and it's not that I hadn't heard it before, but something about how you do it just makes it different, was totally was that what I needed to do was to sell the thing to sell the thing.
Hmm.
and that I can notice the results I'm getting and tweak and like shift but my mission is to sell the thing. Like I heard once that the goal of a subject line on the email is to make you click the email. That is its job. And so my job for the first 6 weeks, 2 months of the mastermind was to sell this thing that I created. And did I sell very much of it? The truth is, no, I did not. But I got in the flow of getting comfortable with selling. And again, so then taking that step to get comfortable with selling, then, with also the way I am, I was able to hear what wanted to come in next. And it didn't manifest for me that, yay, I sold 10 of those things and then I moved on. It was much more swirly than that. But as I then went on to sell the next thing, I sold a lot more of the last thing. And then they sort of, so the whole selling and creating thing sort of started to dance together. And I don't know, I was just like, well, why not do that thing? Oh, well, that thing feels really good. Like I was thinking last night, because I was getting ready for this call a little bit, I was like, there are parts of my business that don't seem to be the same business. I now have like kind of like a relationship part leg of my business, and I have like a personal life coaching leg of my business. And I was like, that's a bit weird according to other people's businesses, but this is my business. And you know what? This is how I roll. Like relationships is a really big deal to me. And so is energy and like life path. So there it is.
I love it.
And I just kept going.
Yeah. You kept going. You have your first year-long client, right?
Mm-hmm.
So selling everything at the highest price points you have? Created
Yeah, so
programs.
I just sold another 6-month package. And I did not raise my price for, it's a him actually.
Great.
But one of the reasons was he was from one of my OG clients. And so I sort of like having honor, like really throwing love at people who have been with me from the beginning. And so it felt good to like just leave that yeah, but I'm selling things at the price I'm selling them for. Like I feel there will be some work to do to go to my next level of, especially as like things are filling up, but I'm really happy with the amount of money I've made this summer. It's the most money I've ever made. And is there more to come? Sure. And do I love what's happening? Yes.
So good. That's so exciting.
Seeing my credit card like go down is so wonderful.
So rewarding.
It really is.
You did that with your unique programs and skills.
Yeah. Yeah. I did it, and I did it with help. It's funny. I don't know. I'd be curious, but sometimes I just needed to talk about a thing. Like sometimes I don't even know if you actually gave me any like homework or whatever. I think sometimes I like someone going, yep, that's good. Yep, you did good. Yep, that makes sense. Because so much of being a solopreneur is on my own, I spend a lot of time with me and my computer going, I don't know, what do you think? I don't know, what do you think?
100%. Yeah. It's really nice to have someone to process it with and to be like, yeah, I was going to make the same, like I was going to make my decision. It's my business. It's my decision. But now I've gotten support from this other human in the world. We don't have to do it alone.
Yeah. Who's grown before me and bigger than me. And so I can just decide, I love you and I love the deciding energy. I can be like, I can decide that if she says it makes sense and it looks good, I can be like, okay, then I guess we're going for it. And then can we let it be that simple?
And you do. And you do. That's the brilliant thing is like, and then you're like, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the biggest game changers. And okay, but are people going to get results from this program? Well, yeah, if you do the things, if you go forth and do it.
It's the brain twister. You have to be willing for your work not to pay off in order to create the space for it to flow and pay off. I don't know why. It's just how the universe works.
And it's uncomfortable. I think it gets uncomfortable.
Yeah. And there is a part, like I do see some people's programs out in the world and I'm like, I don't know. But then I get to let it be as simple as, well, maybe it's just not for me. There are people making money, I'm sure, on making some very strange things out in the world, and they're like doing great. So
Right. And it's like, it's for somebody.
as long as you found and so it's the dance of, okay, if I haven't found my people, do I still want to tweak? And if I have found my people, what's next? And it really is a dance.
I love that.
Mm.
What would you say to someone considering joining the mastermind?
Mm-hmm.
How do they know if it's for them and if this is the right time or not?
Yeah. I don't know if you agree, but I think having at least 10 hours a week, 10 hours a week feels solid to do some creating, talk to some clients, do some behind the scenes. I feel like if you can sort of figure out 10 hours a week to like take the action, including receiving coaching and all of the things. If you feel like you have 2 hours a week, I would say keep working on your life to start creating more space. Other than that, once you have those 10 hours, like you can literally start a business with $0. You can start a business with a Facebook group. So once you have just that little bit of space and time, as long as you can feel your vision, if you can feel your like calling you forward, there's really no reason not to. 0.
Awesome.
So do it.
Do it. Jump in.
It's like that saying, when was the best time to plant a tree? 40 years ago or today?
Oh, that just gave me chills. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you. This is fun to sort of reflect back. I really love it.
That's really neat. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you. It's been an amazing, amazing time. I don't think I would be where I am without you. So I am so grateful.
Thank you. I'm so grateful you're doing what you're doing, because it is some magic, exceptional, beautiful work that people need.
Thank you. It feels really good. It feels really good to actually be doing it instead of talking about it and worrying about it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's so fun to distract ourselves with that, right?
Oh, I still manage to go there now and again daily.
I do too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's an ever-evolving process.
It sure is. Thank you, Emily.
Thank you.